Welcome to the Knitting Office podcast. My name is Miranda. Hello. I am a Dutch woman who lives in Sweden, the northern part of Sweden, together with my partner Jonas, my husky Kita, and my cat Waffles. Those two will come in this room whenever they please. Yes. So, let me start. I am a full-time knitter and I learned to knit in 2022. I learned when I was very young but wasn't interested. And on school they told me that I couldn't, which I proved them wrong, but that's fine. So in 2022 I was, after 7 years of crocheting, I was a bit tired of it because, you live in Sweden and, all those holes are not working in this cold. So I thought, I'm gonna watch Andrea Maury and I'm gonna try to follow her continental style of knitting. And I got that pretty quick because when you crochet, you have the yarn already in your left hand. So I understood one hook and a line. So I always see continental knitting as crocheters knitting, which is good. So I learned that, and a week later I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cast on my first sweater. And I did that. I cast on the novice sweater from Petite knit. Sorry, Emily. I know you don't like it. But yeah, I finished that very quick because it's on thick needles. So it's super simple. And the only thing you need to do is make ones in the yoke, and I figured that out myself and did the sleeves, and it worked pretty good. But it got felted in the wash. We're not talking about that. So now my cat uses it as her bed, which is pretty nice. It's still running. And then I thought, okay, I can knit now. I couldn't, but So I thought, let's do color work. So I knitted my mom a sweater. It was Blizzard by, is that Amy McDonald? I think so. It's her name. Yeah. So we knitted that. And the color work was kind of good. Of course, you make mistakes and kind of that. I think if I would look at it now, I would just put the mistakes with the yarn over it. What's the called that stitch? Doesn't matter. A duplicate stitch, that what was. I think I could do that now, but back then I didn't. And I did the sleeves, but they were kind of tight. And I knitted it in Drops Lima, which was, for Sweden it's fine, but the sweater was for my mom in the Netherlands. So I sent it to her and she tried it on, and the sleeves were kind of fitting, a bit tight, and it was very itchy. She can't wear it. So it's nice to look at in my mom's closet. I think one day I will frock it and knit her a new one. Oh, which I tend to do anyways. I knit a lot for my mom, I like it. And after that, I bought a cone of woolly knit 4-ply, held that together with whole super soft, which is my favorite yarn, and I knitted my boyfriend back then. I think we were 2 months together when I casted this one on. which is, oh god, Dustland sweater by Stephen West, which has beautiful textures. But this took me forever. 2 years! I was so scared to be wrong for him, and I made some mistakes, and you can also see that I did it in 2 years because the tension is some places is a bit better, and you know, I could keep my count and such. But I did short rows. You see, it's beautiful, and he wears it a lot. I'm surprised the sweater curse isn't real. So, girls, if you want to knit your man a sweater, just do it. Because even after 4 years, he's still with me. So, that's my backstory a little bit. Because, yeah, from there, my knitting train and my love for yarn. Yeah, I have a big love for yarn. I need to put this down because I can't see you. My love for yarn is big. It's knitting, don't get me wrong, is amazing. But yarn? That's a whole other ball game. You know? But okay, that's enough about my knitting history, maybe? Yeah. Well, for today, I'm not going into finished objects because, well, maybe except for this one, because I'm very proud of it. But yeah, you need to start somewhere. So I'm surrounded by wigs, which totally fine. So we need to start somewhere, and I kind of think it's nice to start with the whips, so when I have my next episode we can see what I finished or where I am or whatever. But yeah, I want to talk about this one because I'm very proud of it, and I'm very proud of Laura from Sunday Morning Knits. This is her first sweater pattern. She does a lot of socks, and I test knitted for her several times. She's a joy. She's such a joy. The sweetest girl in the world. So this is a satin sleeve. You start in the back, you knit down, have the stitches on hold, then you pick up for the sleeves on the front side, and then you join it around. And you have this beautiful lateral cable and 2x2 cables. One is left and one is right. And it's super engaging. You do your stockinette and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have something to do. So yeah, it keeps you engaged, but I think it's enough for a beginner to learn to do this. Yeah, I think it's a very good beginner friendly pattern. It's size inclusive, which is very important to me. Because yeah, I'm not the lightest. I want to wear my sweaters and I feel really, really good in this sweater. I feel seen as a knitter to have a size inclusive pattern. And yeah, you know, there are a lot of size inclusive patterns. But I have to say, for a first garment and being that size inclusive, it has waist shaping. Waist shaping in your first sweater? Wow. I'm impressed. Laura, I'm impressed. Really. Your pattern writing? I did a test knit for Heist Knit. Also, chef kiss. Really. I think smaller designers need to be more awarded for their pattern writing, for their genius minds. Because, yeah, I love knitting Petite knit for my basics. But small designers, they're doing the work all themselves. Yeah, they get some help with grading or if they pay for it. But if they can't, they need to do it themselves. I find that impressive. So Laura, this one is for me, to you. You are impressive. Keep that in mind. So, I knitted this in Drops Charisma. And I'm not going to stand up right now because I have a video, which is kind of funny. But I'm going to pop in that over me talking about this. So, Drops Charisma. And in this pattern, you get bell sleeves or... But yeah, as I said, I can't have that in a jacket. Because, yeah, it's too much fabric. So I did the caps to pattern. And then I decreased to a certain amount of stitches. And then every fifth round I did this decreases until I had 14 centimeters left to the wrist because it's tight enough on the wrist. So I knitted that down and then did 5 centimeters of 2x2 rib and did an Italian bind off. And that was it. So that's my Librarian in Alexandria by Laura of Sunday Morning Knits. Cool. Done and dusted. Let's start with the whips. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One I can't talk about, so 7. And one I don't want to talk about. It's in hibernation. Might be coming out this winter though. But let's start. So, this one. Oh, Emily, you're gonna love me. This one is my Sophie scarf in Cardiff cashmere. I got this skein of Cardiff cashmere from Jona's sister, which her name is Sophie. I'm sorry for the crinkling, because I'm very scared of moths. So I keep it in this. Doesn't want to come out. Okay, so this is my Sophie scarf. Yes, we were on a yarn festival in Sweden. So it's held in Umeå every September. Don't know if I go this year. I might go. I just don't know. And it's not as big as in the rest of Europe and America, but we were there for Sophie's birthday. I took her there. And then we saw Cardiff cashmere and we were both like, oh! And yeah, you know, Cardiff cashmere is very expensive. So everybody knows this design. It's very simple. You increase until you're halfway and then you decrease. Very simple, just garter stitch. Everybody knows this pattern. Do I really need to talk about this more? It's a very, very nice oatmeal-y color. Sophie has a dark grey. I wanted oatmeal because I can hold it on so many of my clothes. We have a lot of natural colors. Yeah, for me this is about the yarn. It's not about the color. Ooh. When I hold it I'm like yeah, so this is my Sophie. We only knit on it when we see each other. So this is in July. I went 4 days to her. It's 2 hours drive from us to her. And I went for a weekend because I needed it. I just needed a little holiday for myself. So, yeah. And next time we see each other, we do the decreases. But everybody knows this pattern. Yeah, I don't need to talk about this. Let's go further to the more exciting things. Okay. Shall we do another tiny scarf? Yeah, maybe. This is also a pretty special one. Oh, not wet sock. Sock needs to be in there. So it's kind of... I have 8 whips. I don't want to talk about this. So this yarn... Sorry, Emily, again. I'm going to talk about Petite knit. I had a shoulder operation last year. And I found myself very sad. So I ordered myself from Olivia and Fibers in the Netherlands. Very special yarn. This is a superwash merino hand-dyed yarn. And my mom pitched in, my dad pitched in, and Jonas' mom pitched in, and his dad. And I bought a smaller quantity of frozen yogurt, which has beautiful yellow. It's a creamy white, but more yellowy tone yogurt. And then it has pink and purples and blues, and yeah, it is just a nice speckled yarn. And I have left over just under a whole skein, so I was like, well, let's knit a scarf then. And because I never buy Filocolana Tilia, because it's super expensive. It's 100 crowns a ball. So it's 10 euros. Around $12 a ball. I don't know. I find it expensive. I don't have that budget. So once in a while, if I use a expensive mohair, I just buy 2 balls. So I have just enough for a scarf. And together, I make this pattern that is called the Dewdrop Twirl shawl scarf. I can't remember the designer's name. I will pop it in the screen and I will link her pattern also. But it has beautiful lace details, leaves. So you see, and then it has cables and dipstitch. I think it's called this one, and oh, it makes so beautiful lace design. I'm really looking forward to having this as a scarf. You have 3 sizes. A small size, which use 360 meters of a fingering weight on a lace. Then you have one for 420 meters, which is a little bit longer as this. You have charts, and for the smallest one you do a 2 times repeat for the middle section. For the big one, for the small middle one, you do a 4-1 repeat, and for the big one, 6-1 repeat for the middle chart. So, and then you decrease down. And I wanted just a small scarf that if I wear a simple blouse or something, still have some knitting. Because that's what people know about me here. She's always knitting. She's always wearing knitwear. Yeah. So that's the Dewdrop twirl scarf. Yeah, it's such a joy. And every time I knit, yeah, I have now several whips which are not for me. So no ego knitting. So once in a while I'm feeling frustrated. Then I take this one. Or my test knit. But I can't show you that. I can show you the yarn in the next episode though. That I'm gonna do. So that one. Let's check. So if you are my brother-in-law and your name is called Jacob, you're not allowed to watch this piece. Just an advice. Go away. I give you a few seconds. There you go. Good. Bye. This next project, I'm knitting out of the Sock Obsession book from Summerlee Knits. Summerlee Designs. Yeah. And it's a very special one to me. But it's also, the yarn is special. I'm going to talk about it. I'm knitting the Escher socks, which is, Escher is my favorite Dutch artist in the world. Look him up. It's not alive anymore, but look him up. You're gonna love this. Very graphic, very illusion. Like maybe you recognize some of his work. Like you have a bit like Harry Potter, that the stairs are moving and such. Very cool designs. So I knit this for my brother-in-law for Christmas, which with a reason. The colors are with a reason. I tell you in a minute. So this is what I'm coming up with. And the heel is forethought. First time I'm doing this, so I'm a bit afraid. So the black one is Edelweiss alpaca sock yarn from Kremke, which is this beautiful black, filled with my dog's hair. I'm so sorry. And this yarn, I don't know the content, but I'm pretty sure it's superwash merino with maybe a bit of nylon. The story is that my brother-in-law's mom died several years ago on cancer, and she was a big knitter and a lover for yarn, just like me and my sister-in-law. And we got a big box of her yarn, and the first thing I catches my eyes was this yarn. Several balls of this. I knitted a pair of socks for me, and they are so hard wearing. It's my second pair of socks. I still wear them. I can go outside without shoes, walking around in the grass or on the path, get the mail and such on those socks, and they're still surviving. But because it's from his mom, I thought, how cool would it be if I can knit him a hug from his mom? So I chose this design because, yeah, purple is not that manly, but with the black, there's already black in the yarn and there's blues and browns, it's not that obvious not manly. Yeah, the black is breaking it a bit off, which I very, very much like. So this is the first pair, and I need to say, knitting color work on socks is a different ball game. It hurts. It hurts my hand. So this is a labor of love. Not finished anytime soon. As long as they are finished for Christmas, I'm happy. So that's that. Another whip done. Wow, we're flying. Let's put these with that and check on the camera. Okay, because the sweater curse is not real, I'm knitting Jonas his 4th sweater. Knitted him a cardigan. I knitted him that sweater I showed you earlier. I knitted him a colorwork halibut sweater from Killian Hunter. But I made it extremely big and he uses it for fishing and is gonna use it for hunting and such. But this one is gonna be an office sweater. So this one is the fur rib sweater by Stephen West. It has dip stitches, a twisted broken rib, I think, and cable. It has 4 row repeats. The first 3 are setup rows, and then you have a row for cabling and everything. So it's not every round, but every round something happens. So it keeps you engaged, but still is like, yeah, it's just rib in the round. So it has a raglan, which I really, really like. And this color. Guys, it's amazing. So I knit this in a Filocolana Pernilla in the color 804 Merlot and in Filocolana Arvetta in 140, also Merlot. And the Arvetta is a little bit more slightly lighter, but still awesome, and together it makes this really burgundy, purpley red. Yeah, it's stunning. The color is I never know how to say. The neckline is twisted rib, and I need to knit 20 centimeters more on the body, and then that's done. And then I can work on the sleeves. And yeah, you know, it's a lot of knitting, but also it's not. You know, you have those patterns that you think, oh God, I'm never gonna end this. But also you don't want it to end. That is this pattern. So for you guys, you know, Stephen West is lately a bit under a microscope, I think, which, don't get me wrong, deserved. But his sweater patterns and cardigan patterns are so good for men. Same with Max the Knitter. They're great for men. I tend to go to those because every time I'm going to another one, it's never look as good. So, yeah, that's the fur rib. Let's check on the last, but certainly not least, because this is one of my favorites. This is my girl, Susan Crawford. I don't know her in real life, but I feel like I do. I follow her on Patreon, as she just got her 10-year cancer free. And I'm so happy for her. So I really want to honor her more, because I don't see a lot of podcasters knitting from her books or knitting her patterns. And I think it's a shame, because she's really, really good. And this book is about icon women, and my favorite icon is in here, Lee Miller. And I want to knit a Lee Miller hat, but I'm not going to show you right now. I'm going to show you when I cast it up. So, from this book, we are knitting. Let me look what it is. Vita cardigan. This one I knit. A lot of people do the yellow cardigan, and I kind of wanted to do that too, but it wasn't an easy pattern. So I thought to myself, you know what? Put it down, get a think about, and then I saw that pattern. And I was like, okay, we're doing that. So I have it in this because so many balls of yarn. Not right now, we just have 2 now. It's a Fair Isle cardigan, which goes from down to the top. I never knew how to say that. So you cast on and join them around. So I'm like here. And then you cast on, see where it is. I don't know where my beginning is. Oh, here. Then you cast on steeks, because you cut this in the end. It's a drop shoulder pattern, so yeah, you need to do some color work flat, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not too worried about it yet. And I don't think I'm gonna mind. So these are my colors. I'm gonna show you up close. I knit this in Holst Super Soft. As I said before, it's my favorite yarn. It's so good. It blooms immensely when you wash it. It's getting softer, but it's also very grippy. So for color work, it's very, very nice. And yeah, it smells a bit to spinning oil, which is kind of normal if you get a spinnery yarn. So my colors are, otherwise from the red, I don't know how the red is called. Well, I have this beautiful deep red in there. I don't know the color name from this one. I think it's Divine, but I'm not really sure, but we will check. Then we have Spring Green. No, Spring Green or Sweet Pea? Pea Green. Almost right. So that's beautiful green. Okay. Then we have Cool, which is a sea blue teal colory. And then we have Candy Floss, which is a, yeah, candy floss pinkish. I have, this is Divine, by the way, a purple, yeah, really purple. I'm in my purple era, so it's beautiful purple. And I have mustard yellow, which is kind of a wrong thing because I ordered the wrong wool, because this is tights, the others are super soft, but tights is silk and wool, but they are out of stock, going out of the store from Holst, so I'm kind of happy that I have it. And then my main color is Oxford, which is a very slate grey. And oh my god, this is gonna look so good. And afterwards, if you get the steek, you have those yarn ends and you want to protect them. it's wool, so I don't think it's gonna get loose, but I want to protect it. So I found this hand woven band in a on the yarn festival, but earlier, and yeah, it's hand woven, and I think it's gonna be beautiful on the sides of the cardigan. And yeah, I was looking for some other bands, and I have one other one, but I don't want to use it because I think one, it's too small, and I think everybody uses it. It's machine woven, so it's not as beautiful. So nah, we're using the hand woven one. And I found the most beautiful buttons for this project. It's gonna be a while before I can put them on, but I'm gonna show you. So these buttons I'm gonna use with those flowers, and I don't think it's, yeah, it's metal, but not also feels plasticky, so I don't know if it's really metal, but they have those beautiful flowers on it. They are really cute, so I'm gonna use them. So yeah, I think that's all the whips. I have one future knit, which if you're Emily, you really need to help me. If this is really a traffic light, I want to know. But I'm gonna knit a pattern from Susan Crawford, which is Chevron. I will pop a picture in here. And I was thinking, I have this cone of woolly knit left over from Jona's sweater. It's beautiful brown. And I want to pair it with this. I have Rauma Vinyl and Jameson Smith. With these beautiful colors. It's autumny, dark green, bottle green, and mustard yellow, and a heathered red. And I think this is gonna pair beautiful. But I'm a little bit scared that this is more like a traffic light. So I don't know. But I have 3 of this yellow. So what I could do is just use a different order, and it's less of a traffic light, maybe? I don't know. What do you think? I love it. So I think I'm gonna use it anyway. So that's a future plan. So I forgot a whip. Wait a minute. This one you didn't see. I'll pop it in. I knit this with Rob's Charisma again in sage green, which is color 88. Yes. And it's a very special one because one of my dearest friends, my first friend in Sweden, he's gonna be a dad. So I'm gonna knit the baby bear suit. And Jonas calls this very sweetly Baby Yoda suit. It might be a bit with these colors, but I finished the ears and I'm so happy. I'm almost done with the yoke. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna show you next time, in the next episode, how far I get, and then I also gonna talk a bit more about this pattern. It's from Knitting for Olive, and I don't use their yarn right now. I would love to, but not for a baby. So yeah, the baby bear suit. I love it so much. I'm gonna test it. Maybe you can see if it fits. Do you think? I'm planning on having more baby bear balaclavas up and running, because I have a few kids in my life where I would like to knit for. I don't have kids on my own, so my brother has a son and a daughter where I really would love to give those. And some friends have kids where I want to knit some more for. So yeah, you will see more in my future. But that's all my knitting for now. I really want to thank you for watching this weird, wacky first podcast. And like and subscribe, please. And if you have tips and tricks, or just want to say something to me, just keep one thing in mind. Be kind. I have a lot of anxiety about this also. And if we're gonna be negative, then this is gonna be the first and the last podcast, because then I don't dare anymore. So please, please, be kind to me. If you don't like it, just don't write I don't like it. Just write nothing and scroll further. Or just give me the context why you didn't like it. That's fine by me if you didn't like it. Don't spend your day with me if you don't like me. But please give me time to do this properly. If you really liked it and you would like to see more of me, please let me know as well. Because I kind of like this. It feels kind of like a kick. Talking about my knits, and Jonas is gonna be so happy because I'm gonna talk less with him about knits. Maybe. Probably. And yeah, I just love this. I love watching podcasts. As I said, I watch Sunday Morning Knits, Hives Knits, and Netters. Emily Kate made this. Those are my faves. My girls. And yeah, I have more favorites. I also have an idea what I want to do is to have maybe a roundup of Scandinavian knitwear designers. Not Sari Nordland and Petite Knit, who everybody knows, but maybe less known. If you would like that. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and hopefully we see each other next time. Thank you for watching. Hej då!